Hardrocker highlights. We're with men's head basketball coach Jason Henry here at the School of Mines from the Christensen Hall of Fame. And Jason, as we prepare for the DAC conference season, we have one DAC conference game, of course, played before the Christmas break. That the loss to Black Hill State. You've had some action since then. Just give us a sense of where the team is right now as you get ready for the rest of the season, all DAC games.
Well, yeah, it is the second season now. You know, I kind of forget about the Black Hills game. It felt like it was about a year ago, and but yeah, we need to come out strong now in the conference. We have two more home games to start it out, and you know, as we all know, you got to win your games at home, and you know, I think we've had some pretty good practices. You know, it's been, we went up to UND a few days ago, and but I think the guys are already ready for another game. You know, it's that time of year where, you know, shoot, if your practice is an hour and a half, you know, you got 12 guys running around out there, they're getting plenty of reps, and you know, you got to make sure that they're fresh and ready to go. So that's the challenges right now. You know, we have pretty much everything in that we're going to run and what we're going to do on the offensive and defensive end. Now we got to just go out and execute.
From the start of the season to where we are at this point, Jason, have you tweaked anything or dropped something or added something that just didn't work like you thought it would at the start of the year?
Well, there's plenty of things that don't work. It seems like, you know, when the ball doesn't go in the hole, nothing looks good. And then when it does go in the basket, you know, you think you're doing all the right things. So, you know, one of the things is our free throw shooting. You know, we're really struggling. We struggled at UND again and go 13 for 26 and have a chance to, you know, beat a D1 on their home floor and don't knock down the free throws. So if that continues, it really doesn't matter what you're doing. You know, if the ball goes in the basket, you know, things look good, like I said. But, you know, even on the defensive end, you know, it really affects that. To start out the year, we really struggled on the offensive end, and our defense kind of, you know, kept us in a lot of games, and it's continued to do that. But it gets frustrating at times when you don't make those free throws and you don't hit an easy wide open jump shot. But yeah, we have a lot of sets in this year that you know, typically we don't have as many as we have this year, but we got some guys that, you know, we need to get in those positions, and we're excited about where we're at that way. And as long as our defense can keep us in games, we think we got a chance.
Who's the favorite? Give us a coach's perspective on who you look at as the top teams in the DAC, taking us out of the equation.
Well, Black Hills is really good. I mean, they're, you know, Coach Glenn and I go back and forth on the bus trips trying to figure out if they're as good as they were 2 years ago when they made the run at the national championship. And they got some good guys coming off the bench, and the Van Almen kid's probably an all-conference kid if he's anywhere else but there. And he still might be all-conference, and he's coming off the bench. So they have some bench scoring. They, you know, last year they struggled. They lost like 10 games because their bench were freshmen, and they lost their sophomore years, you know, a lot of seniors. So, you know, you just look at them, and when you're trying to play with juniors and seniors, you know, that's what you're looking for, and you know, that's kind of what we have right now is a good group of juniors and a couple seniors that are helping us. So, you know, we think we can be competitive, but Black Hills is by far, you know, the favorite. Jamestown's playing really well. We see them out in lacrosse, and you know, didn't look great the game we watched them play, and then they won 12 games. You know, so it's something that you know, we played the top two teams. It's going to look like the first two games out, and we'll kind of see where we're at starting the second. And after that, you know, with Dickinson and us in the mix, Dakota State's kind of the surprise right now. You know, they've gone over and beat Augustana. They've played with Wayne State, you know, to overtime, and done a lot of good things this year where they're picked at the bottom of the conference, and all of a sudden they're, you know, looking like they're going to finish in the top half of the conference.
Anybody that hasn't played as well as you thought they might?
Well, Minot hasn't been playing as well record-wise. They do have two of their best players coming back here at semester time. So a point guard, both Division I transfers, a point guard and a wing kid. So they're excited to get those guys back. I know they play tonight against a Canadian team, and I believe they have their full team for the first time this year. But you know, where I thought they were going to be, and you know how they've done, they've really struggled this year with, you know, a new coach at this time, and are going into this year, and you know, they'll get some things figured out, though, I'll tell you that, because they always have some athletes, and it's a tough place to play up there. But they're the kind of the team right now that where they're at, kind of surprised where they're at, but yet that doesn't mean that's where they're going to finish, because I think they're going to win a lot of games in the conference as well.
Another tough conference. Every win is cherished in the DAC, and the Hardrockers take on Jamestown at 7:30 on Friday night, and then it's Valley City at 6 p.m. on Saturday. This is Hardrocker Highlights from the Christensen Hall of Fame with head coach Jason Henry of the Hardrockers. This is Tom Rudebusch.